Okay, it does say live, and since it is recording, we're gonna leave it there.
Oh, is it
Some
really?
banter. What's
Yeah,
that?
I don't know.
It is recording, yeah.
We have like 1,000 people watching us.
Yeah, I don't know. It'd be super weird if we're just
Yeah.
looking at it. Are we
Yeah,
live yet?
we'll
Are
just
we
be
live
looking
yet?
at it. I mean, is it weird anyways?
It is weird, but we're
Yeah.
weird.
Are we?
No.
I thought I was normal.
Says the LED wearing on her face.
Hey, you made a ducky website.
I did make a Dougie website. Yeah, I see it shows up on Facebook Live.
Yeah.
'Cause
Okay.
I don't want to be worrying about all the stuff.
Oh, no, this is low effort.
This is so
You're
low
letting
effort.
everybody know this is low effort. Okay.
What is up, everybody? Serge the Lion over here. You're seeing me on all my social media because I could not figure it out how to stream on Hello Miami's channel.
We prepared for
Yeah, but for those of you who follow me who don't follow Hello Miami yet, this is Ali, my co-host, and this is the Hack Night stream version 0 because this is the first one. And so if you're wondering what the heck this is,
you don't know
it. Hey, you want to talk to the mic?
Oh, why do I have to talk to the?
No,
I
you
have to
don't.
be over here.
No, you don't have to
talk to the people.
like you don't have to be on top of the mic.
Oh my
But
God.
if you talk that way instead of this
Why don't we
way.
put the mic this way? That way it captures it when I talk.
Okay, hey,
There we go.
see.
We're figuring this out on the
See
spot.
what this is? All right, so
We're doing it live.
so both Ali and I streamed for a few years at different times, and streaming is a great way to connect to people online and to send a message. And so
What is the message that we want to send?
we'll get there. And so I wanted to have some more video online presence for Hello Miami Hack Night because it is freaking amazing, and I think the world should know it. And so like I dragged Ali, Keegan, and Screaming into streaming, and then
there's like nail marks on the floor now.
we've got a couple special guests that are going to be joining us today, and I just roped them into it as well. So there you go. This is version 0. The message should we go for the message, or do we want to tell people what Hack Night is in Hello Miami for those who might not know it?
Let's do that.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. So you started Hello Miami, and then in Hack Night, and you hosted it
Look, I'm
for
a person.
a long time. And then I recently joined as a co-host. So why don't you tell us about Hello Miami, what it is and why you started it, and go.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. So basically, I started Hello Miami with one of my best friends, Jose Servin. He and I basically had this idea of bringing people together in Miami in the same way that you experience when you're in SF or New York or Boston or any of these like typical tech hub type places. Miami's tech scene has kind of exploded in the last 5 years, but when you go out, it's a lot of events that are like happy hours and workshops that are, more so technical now, but a lot of beginner workshops. And we really wanted to have a space for people who are deeply technical, who have been in the industry, like building tech for 10, 20, 30, 40 years, to actually get together and talk about like the deep tech with each other and just nerd out in like a fun, safe, comfortable space. So that's why we started. We started in February of 2024. We've now been going for a year and a half. And what we do is a weekly hack night. Actually, now we are doing 2 hack nights a week, depending on the week. We do it every single Thursday out of a makerspace in South Beach. And then now every other Tuesday, we're doing it here in Wynwood at a wonderful space in Wynwood.
Tonight is number 62. So if you go to the Hello Miami calendar, you're gonna see that the events are called Hack Night version 0 point something.
Yeah.
And so that tripped me up for for a couple times till I got it in my head.
Well, and it'll trip you up. So we love Easter eggs, and this may be our version v0.62, but this is our 63rd hack night.
Yeah, actually, this is version 061.
Oh, so this is the 62nd hack night because we're nerds. We start at 0. That's how you do it.
And in case you didn't notice, wink, wink, that's why the stream is called V0. Not because we built it with Vercel, that we did not. Yeah.
Awesome.
See, Easter eggs, see, Vercel, love sponsorships. No, this is the first of hopefully many, and we are starting it at number 0 as well because arrays start at 0. And if you use a programming language that starts arrays at 1, you suck.
What programming languages starts at 1?
There's like 2 or 3. I don't know. Yeah.
Wow.
All the love in the world, do you, boo? But really, let's say because JavaScript starts arrays at 0.
Yeah. I mean, all the ones that matter.
Yeah.
Anyways,
right, so
yeah, Hello Miami. Ultimately, what we're doing is we want to hang out with nerds and build cool shit.
Yep.
That's really it. We get together, we have our laptops, we have good Wi-Fi, good chairs, good music, and we just hang out with each other. And the whole idea of this podcast, Serge has been slowly trying to convince me, is...
So when you remember when I offered to help, right?
Yeah. He didn't co-found this with me. He's a community member who offered the help.
Yeah.
And now I'm not alone because Jose left California.
Jose, we miss you. And so when you asked me, why would I do this? I said, 3 things. One, very selfishly, I wanted something like Hello Miami Hack Night to exist because I wanted to have a space to go, just be not in my house, meet with other people who are nerds who are building stuff, hopefully learn from them or teach what I know to other people. And so I had not found anything like it because it was all happy hours. And happy hours are great, and they're great for meeting people, but
not for meeting technical people.
Yeah, a nerd wants to sit down with his computer and build cool shit people want, right?
And this is an important part about Hack Nights that is different than a lot of other events, is we do gatekeep. Honestly, I mean, that's what it is. But with the age of vibe coding now, so long as you prove that you're vibe coding, that's good enough. But we have a registration process, and you have to show us your GitHub, talk about what your projects you're building. Be around people who are actually doing the work, building the technology. Right. Everyone else is welcome to join us at the happy hours.
Yep.
But this is the space for us.
And so Hack Night is a special place because it is a protected, focused, highly technical place that we're opening up to people who are not necessarily coming from a super technical background, but they're building products and vibe coding, challenging themselves. So that was my reason number 1. Reason number 2 is I saw what Austin and San Francisco and New York had, and I hate cold weather.
I like it.
I hate cold weather, and I love it in Miami. And Miami feels like a second home to me because I'm originally from Cuba, and I grew up by the sea and in the heat and stuff like that. And so I very selfishly want Miami to become a tech hub. I want people to have a hard time deciding whether they want to go to San Francisco or Miami because they're so awesome. Both of them, and each of them have their own things. Yeah. And so not a lot of people know that there's a vibrant and growing tech community happening in Miami, right? And so that's why I wanted to join. I wanted to do whatever I could to make sure that I was doing my best to make that a reality. And that is why I pushed all of you to record the Hack Night stream, because it's a great way to connect with people. And if you're technical and you're around Wynwood, or South Beach, or you don't mind driving in, we host Thursdays and one Tuesday, like every other Tuesday. And you're welcome here. Come here, meet people, get to work on projects together, help other people, get people's help, and participate in hackathons with us.
And we go till late. Like we start the event typically around 6:30 p.m. We'll go till midnight at the earliest. A few weeks ago was here till like 3 in the morning. Like a week ago, I was at the hack night till 4 in the morning.
Yeah.
He doesn't do this.
Like you don't.
Like he has morning meetings.
You don't have to.
Yeah. But like the space is there if you're a night owl like me.
So like if you want to meet other nerds and just have a place where you can come work on your project, your startup, your side hustle, or learn new things, this is the place.
And a really beautiful thing about Hack Nights and the community that has like sprung from it, because I knew a bunch of people in the tech sphere here when we started, but most of the people that come to Hack Nights found it organically. I did not know you before you started coming here.
Yeah.
Most of the people in that room right now, actually, every single person in that room except for one, I did not know beforehand. But the great thing is that like everybody has the same vibe about them of like helping each other and like, if you have some like really bothersome technical question, I bet you there's somebody in the crowd that has an answer or at least an idea of where to point you. Which, as most of us who work remotely, especially people in Miami, it's the trend. We're all alone. Who are we gonna ask? Like our coworkers? Like, I mean, sure, but like, I don't know. Fresh perspectives are so helpful.
Yeah. All right. So speaking of cool things that we do during Hack Night, what are those?
Oh, these? Oh, it's you now. You notice them.
So they look different.
Yeah. So here's an important thing too of like Serge co-hosting Hack Night. He's software. I'm hardware.
Yeah.
So I made these LED glasses. They're waterproof. They go onto my prescription lenses. They're like adjusted to my pupillary distance. I control them from my phone through a web app. They're bright as hell. Like if the room was dark, the whole room would be bright. And it's fully 2D mapped.
How much power does that thing draw?
Oh, I 80 times 60. I can't do math right
now. So it's 80 LEDs?
Yeah, there's 80 LEDs in this. It's basically like 4 neopixel rings. 4 neopixel, no, 3 channels.
Okay. No white.
There's no white. Okay. No. So to make white, you need all 3 of them on. Okay. And then that'll get each LED, each color of each LED takes up 20 milliamps. All 3 of them combined would be 60 milliamps. 80 times 60, that's right.
So you're drawing like 4.8 watts, amps?
Yeah, something like that, 5 volt.
Out of, what is this, 5 volt?
Yeah, this is a little like, what does this output at max? I don't know. It says 3.85 amps. This is able to 3.85 amps. Well, so you 3 amps. You can do like full brightness on this at 3 amps.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
And so that thing is programmed with JavaScript.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. So tell me about that.
So a friend of mine, he I'm not responsible for all of the code. Disclaimer. But that's the beauty of the community and the internet. So a friend of mine who lives in Portland, Oregon, his name's Ben Henk. Henky? I'm not sure. I was just calling Ben. Anyways, he has a site called Electromage, and he makes these like little closed source ESP32 LED controllers. And so on it is an ESP32, which is just like a little microcontroller. Mm-hmm. It's pretty powerful. It can
so like the core of a computer, or like a computer. Typically, when you say computer, you think a CPU, right? So like a microprocessor.
It is a microprocessor, but it's not the kind that you have in your computer, because the kind you have in your computer is incredibly more powerful, and it runs an operating system too.
Yeah.
This does not run an operating system. He wrote the firmware for this.
Okay.
But For me, I interface with it by connecting it to my phone via Wi-Fi because it emits its own Wi-Fi. And then I go into 192.168.4.1, and that opens up the web portal to be able to control this. And I can live code it in JavaScript, which is so easy. And I can just give it to Claude, and it can make me animation. This is actually one of the like default animations, which I mean, it's gorgeous. Like I was able to 2D map this. So I put the coordinates for where each and every single one of these LEDs are and in what order they are wired so that it can then create those beautiful maps on there.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It's very fun.
All right. So I think this is, we've been going here for a while. I want to make sure that we get some time to intro Chris and Anais and get to talk to them, and then get back to Hackney because I wanna code. So let me have a few words with the 1,000 people who are watching us in the no.
Well, while you do that, I'll go fetch them.
Yeah.
Okay. Bye.
All right, so you heard it, folks. This is the.
I'm so concerned what he's gonna say.
This is the Hackney stream version 0. Come on. No, for real. So this is so to me, this community, it's been, well, you heard it, 62 events. And it's amazing. It's this is how I, if you're familiar with the saying touch grass, just go do something that is not the same thing that you do every day. Well, this is me. What is up? Are you getting coming? Hi. And so, folks, I promised you that we had 2 special guests today, and so today, this very first edition of the Hackney stream, I want you to meet Chris Daniels and Anais Aguero.
Awesome, happy to be here. First stream.
All right, so I'm streaming on all of my socials because we need to do some growing. Go follow Hello Miami so we can stream on Hello Miami. Why don't you guys tell the audience here, and then we're of course gonna be recording this and we're gonna post it in all the places. Chris, you are the general manager at the Lab Miami.
Yes.
Why don't you tell people about that?
All right.
You talk here. I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah.
Like this is so low production. Do whatever you want.
With the glowing mic, this is high production quality.
Yes, sir. There you go.
I'm Chris Daniels. I'm the general manager of the Lab Miami, and I run an accelerator called Reefside Ventures. We're here at the dock, which is one of our 2 buildings with the Lab Miami. We have the dock, which is really our almost, I would say, like our hacker house. Is kind of what we're going for here. It's where early stage startups come, builders, where projects get off the ground, where companies get off the ground. We have about 60 members here, which is awesome.
Nice.
We started with 5 in January, so it's been a good year. Did a bunch of renovations. Maybe people listening will know this as the old lab.
Yes.
It was the original lab for over a decade, going back to 2012 as the original entrepreneur space. And then at the end of 2024, we moved the lab branding to a new space in the Wynwood building. That's more of our founder and investor clubhouse and a big event space.
That's
there.
like 2 blocks from here, right?
Yeah,
North.
literally right around the corner. And so we have that space. That's kind of our, big stage, a big presentation screen. We do a lot of big events there. And then we have a private membership there. And then the dock is really for the grinders. 24/7, we're open.
Yeah, baby.
And going for that Hacker House vibe. So
Awesome.
Yeah, we're trying to really create this innovation campus is kind of how we think about it, with the 2 locations, with different programs, with all sorts of different membership types, offices, all that stuff.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's about Hackney.
And we'll talk a bit more about the things you've done in the past. But I wanna ask Anais to introduce herself. Tell us about in it. And by the way, the reason that I'm asking them to tell us about these organizations is because the lab is graciously providing us space, coffee, technology, freaking fast Wi-Fi.
Yeah, that's South Mason Dixon.
Yes.
Take that.
Yes.
And until someone proves me wrong, I think we're just gonna go with that.
Yeah. And then Anais, and I'll let you intro in it, and what in it does is helping us spread the word, produce content, sponsoring food and drink for the events. And so we're so happy to have you guys and to have you join us. So Anais, take it away.
Awesome. So I'm currently the senior program manager at INIT. And for you folks, INIT is a nonprofit organization. We started as like small student chapter out of FIU about more than a decade ago. And what was a little itty bitty student chapter grew pretty big.
Yeah.
So, not just with hackathons, but also with other many chapters within university and colleges in the South Florida area, and then like our greater community. So like the whole purpose behind INIT is really to have people tap into resources, whether you're transitioning into tech because you're in a non-traditional route, or maybe you're a CS major that is taking an MDC, a specific track, or you're taking one in FIU or in any other university or college that's partnered with us, and you have those resources at your disposal. We do give technical workshops, community building exercises that we do through social events as well too. And the idea is really just about people to tap in. And yeah, it's free. So
Amazing. Yeah.
free stuff.
Yes. So you guys organize, host, empower other events.
And then,
You connect people, you connect students and alums at universities and industry.
free as well.
Fantastic, amazing. All right. So what's your background? What did you do before before God? Yeah.
I'll try to do
If it's public.
I'll do a fast.
Yes. There we go.
So I do come from a STEM background.
Mhm.
Hopped around a bit with majors until I finalized in neural. So my background is very, very science focused and more on the clinical portion. But when deciding to continue education and where I kind of envisioned myself in the future, it didn't really fit the academia persona or just working plainly on a clinical lab.
Yeah.
And I just felt like that was really too capsulated for me. It didn't really, I think like it was just like, I felt like I was at a cap. So I was like, okay, what do I envision and how do I see my role rather than thinking of the title itself? And then I ended up jumping into certification courses within tech.
Okay.
Because I saw the world obviously getting more digitalized. And no matter what my passion project or my focus was, I needed to have those skill sets to back it up.
Yes, absolutely.
So then that led me to go into boot camp, get skills within that, grow that a little bit further, and then just biggest passion project always has been education. I feel like that's at the forefront of everything, right? Like you need the foundational skills or things to be able to build those building blocks into that further thing you're looking for, right? And eventually saw that why not specialize in like ed tech and find my way into that.
Yeah.
And then mix all my career experience, which was also in education. I've been a teacher, I've been an educator, an instructor, different things in STEM.
Wow.
Robotics was one, just because I was interested at that point. That was the point. And then, I ended up starting doing PM work as a program manager at a boot camp, and eventually did a bunch of other roles that I was passionate about, even career success as well. And then back as a PM now at a nonprofit organization, which I feel is kind of like the full circle because I'm able to really give those resources out to just about anybody in the community, make it a lot more accessible, and not really have that, I guess you could say, those doors that really blocks people from being able to have access to what they need. Yeah,
this is something that I usually like. I repeat this every chance that I get. It's like having hitting against the wall and then not finding a door is terrible. And so like I have the instinct of if I hit a wall, I'm gonna go find a window and I'm gonna go open it. But not everybody has that, and it can be really discouraging. So it's amazing. You're a Miami native, yeah?
Yeah.
There we go. Amazing. Chris, something you left out is you ran a really amazing and successful program called the Shrimp Society.
Yes, the shrimp. Yeah.
Yes. That's actually the first, I think the first interaction you and I had was
Probably.
just me saying, yeah,
Exactly.
on Twitter. Like at that point,
Yeah.
I think you were looking for like super early stage, and at that point, my startup was already, it was not early stage. We would not have qualified for the first program, and then we just got super busy. But I loved it. I loved it.
Yeah, you've always been a believer.
So tell me about it. How many people have gone through the programs that you've created? You had 2 editions.
Yeah, we kind of had 2 editions. So the Shrimp Society, like my whole background was in startups. I was just like a startup junkie, loved it. And then I had spent some time in San Francisco with an accelerators there for different startups. And I felt like every coffee shop I went into, it was like everyone from like 18 to 35 was working on 10 different startups and scouting for VCs and hacking and like all this stuff. And I loved Miami, and I've been here for 12 years. And at that time I was like, where is this happening? Let's make this happen in Miami. And so started the Shrimp as really just like selfishly. I wanted to find other people that were building early stage startups.
See what I mean, guys? Yes.
Yeah. And I was like, so I went on LinkedIn and I like did some filters on Sales Navigator, got the subscription, $60 or whatever. And I was like, oh, it's pricey, but let's do it. And filtered for, I think it was like the startup, the year of the startup had to be in a certain range, and then the person had to be in Miami, and then just like messaged a ton of people. We started doing meetups, dinners, stuff like that. And it was just kind of grew by word of mouth. And then we got to about 100 early stage startup founders in Miami, which was awesome. Super fun group. And then after that, we started getting into accelerators because a lot of those founders had the same challenges. And that kind of started me on this quest to build the Y Combinator of Miami, which has been on for a while. And so we did probably 4 accelerators under the Shrimp Society. And then the 5th one, and those were smaller. They were like 15 to 20 companies. We did them right in this room, which is like awesome. That was like 2021, 2022, I think. And then we got asked by the city of Miami to build a big incubator from idea to product launch. And so that was called the Built in Miami Startup Program. And the first one was 140 founders in that, twice a week in person. It was like a 16-week program. And then the second one was 300 people. We started with 300 people. People churn out because it was very rigorous, like twice a week in person. And there was also the second edition, like pretty stringent milestones. Like you have to have made a prototype at this point. You have to have, launched on product hunt, stuff like that. And so we graduated 160 new startups out of that program.
Nice.
Which was amazing. And then got involved with the lab because it was, rumors of it coming back online. And I was like, man, I have so much love for this place. I kind of cut my teeth here, and it was awesome. So it's really fun. And then the city ended up closing down the whole office of Venture Miami, which was funding our program, and then we were doing the program through. And so Eric Gavin, who was the executive director of Venture Miami, him and I had always talked about for years, like this Y Combinator Miami thing. And then with Built in Miami, we wanted to do like a more accelerator program after it, but it was just difficult, kind of in city bureaucracy land to do something like that. And so it just made sense for us to team up and launch Reefside. But yeah, I think if I had to add it up, I think it's about 600 founders have gone through our programs.
Wow, that's a lot of startups.
Yeah, all in Miami too.
That's the thing. It's local, right?
Yeah.
It's providing guidance, recognition, the limelight, best practices, and pushing local startups or founders who have moved to Miami. Because I bet some of them we're not local, right?
Yeah,
people moved here and then started a company here or brought it here.
And that's amazing because I think for this ecosystem to grow, people have to come here.
Yes.
Right? And they have to also stay here.
They have to
That's
ensure
a whole different
this
thing.
summer.
And I've always thought, why does someone stay in a city? Like if you moved right now to San Diego and you gave yourself a year, what would really keep you there? Maybe it was a killer job or something like that. Maybe it's the weather, but in reality, it's the people that you hang out with.
True. True.
either at work, after work, or on the weekends. And so that was
Yeah.
the fun thing about those programs is like it created such a
Community.
good, strong
Yeah.
community. And now seeing those people like teaming up to be co-founders now on another venture or raising funds for an idea they had 2 years ago. So it's just been a good thing.
That's great. That's great. All right. Okay. So I don't want to keep you too long, and I want to get back to the timer app that we're building. But I do want to know what other events besides Hack Night with the Hello Miami crew, Ali and me, are you guys putting out? And where can people go and find more about what you guys are doing on your day-to-day, and your message? How do people find it online?
Gotcha. So if you want to find in it, we have our overarching website, which is weareinit.org. You can join, be a member, find out more about our chapters, where we're at, where we're located. Also follow us on socials. We have Instagram, got LinkedIn. We're maybe not on that Twitter or TikTok yet, but we'll maybe be there.
We'll put the links.
keep
We'll
you
put the links in the
updated.
description. Yeah.
And then pretty big event that's happening, not right now, but we do like people to join as early as possible, is our hackathon. We actually have Shell
Yes.
Hacks happening end of September. So whether you want to be a participant because you're a college student or whether you're in grad school, doesn't matter if you're undergrad, you can join. And if you would like to volunteer, mentor, and so forth, we also do have that as well. A little bit of a long link, so I won't say that out loud, but we'll add it onto the video. So you guys
And correct me if I'm wrong. The focus of Shell Hack is to build a product, right?
Yes.
And so like there's a lot that goes into building a digital product. So
Yeah.
we're talking engineers, we're talking about product management, we're talking people who can design, people who can market, people who can connect with audiences.
Yeah.
So there's a team effort to putting a product together. So don't think that if you're not an engineer, it's not for you. Hackathons are a vibe, really.
Yeah.
And now there's vibe coding too.
Yeah,
So
there's vibe coding.
Anybody can get
Yeah.
the mix.
Right, awesome. And then Chris,
Yeah.
what is going on at the lab? Where can people find out
Yeah.
more, and how do people stay connected with the lab?
Yes, thelabmiami.com has everything you need. I really recommend if people subscribe to our new newsletter. I write it every week. I think it's pretty funny. We have a lot of fun in there. There's no ChatGPT auto writing going on there.
Yes.
We cover all the events coming up, past events that we've done, different opportunities for startups. So check that out. That's on our website. And an event that I want to plug is AI Agents for Operators.
Yes.
That blew my mind. We did
Yes,
that last
sir.
week. Serge came and saved the day with his N8N demo.
Ah, come on.
But
It was
that
fun.
yeah, there was like 70 people, all new people. I've never seen. I've thrown a lot of events, and I've literally 90%, 95% of the room was all new people. So much demand and interest around AI agents for operators, for people that aren't technical, that are just seeing, oh my God, I can do so much now. So we're gonna do the next one in early August. So keep an eye out on our socials and newsletter.
And folks, if you're not understanding, or if you're not sure what we mean by AI agents for operators, it is how can people who are building or running a business, who are not technical, who do not have experience building or maintaining artificial intelligence, can start doing it and can start leveraging artificial intelligence to grow or improve a business, a venture, whatever, without having to become an engineer. Which, let's face it, I'm a nerd. I love it. I love the code and all of that. But we also understand that there's a lot of value to be created and captured with artificial intelligence, even if you're not an engineer. So come to AI agents for operators, which is amazing, and I will probably be demoing again. So you gotta come. You gotta come and see what we do. All right, awesome.
This was awesome.
This has been great. Thank you guys, and we'll be posting all the links and calendar links and all of that in the description. Yes.
Follow.
And do me a favor, if you stayed all through here and you watched this thing, thank you. Just now go share it. Go share it so people know about it, right? Bye.